Hello everybody, I am back. It has been a minute since I have recorded a YouTube video, but the reason for this is because of finals and school, and honestly I've just been a little bit stressed out. I've been trying not to be, and so I figured what better way to come back to YouTube after a couple weeks than to talk about stress management. I get asked a lot about how I stay on track with my diet and my workouts while I am going through something that's stressful. And I think just being able to know how to manage your stress is probably the most important thing. It's not really a matter of like how I can just go and do it, but why I can just go and do it. So the first thing, my first tip would be to write things down. Write down everything that you have to do. If you feel yourself getting stressed out, I know that when I start to get stressed out, I start feeling tension in my shoulders and in my back, and I just feel like really tight. I need to pinpoint where that stress is coming from. So I start writing every single thing down that I have to do. And then normally, that gives me a sense of, okay, it's all written out, I'm looking at it, this is what I have to do. And then from there, I make a plan of action of what I need to do to get that done and to make myself less stressed. So that goes to my point number 2 is prioritize. And so this kind of goes with writing things down. Write things down from when they need to be done, like the soonest thing that needs to be done to like the last thing that you need to do. So say you have 2 assignments that are due on the same day. Typically I do the one that is going to take me longer first. And that's just because I know that I'm going to be needing to take up the most amount of my time to do that one. So, for instance, I just had 4 things due last Tuesday. I had 2 PowerPoint presentations, a paper, and then I had to finish a research proposal. And this was actually only for 2 classes. One PowerPoint and paper was for a certain class, and then the other one, the research proposal, I had to do PowerPoint on it, and I had to finish the written out form of it. And I knew that was going to take me the longest. The other class wasn't going to take me as long. So I did all of that first. I finished I started with the PowerPoint, and then I would kind of go back and forth because they had to do it the same thing. So I took what I needed to do that would take me longest. I got that done first. I knew that was the project that was stressing me out the most. So I got that knocked out, and then everything got better from there. My third tip is to breathe. Just sit there, even like you feel like you don't even have time to just sit and breathe. But I'm telling you, if you just sit, close your eyes, and just relax, like make your shoulders, physically think about them going down. Because when I'm stressed, my shoulders are like this. I have the worst posture, everything's tight, and I'm just all together. So I just relax, I put my shoulders down, I close my eyes, and I just take a couple deep breaths. And that really, really helps me. Just I feel calm and I feel clear, and I'm ready to tackle the next thing. I'm ready to look at my list and tackle the next thing. My 4th tip, and this has to do with sleep, because sleep is super, super important. And the more you're on your phone, the more you're on your computer and all that stuff, thinking about every single thing that you have to do, you need to figure out a way to just shut off at night. Just turn everything off, find out what just relaxes your mind and gets you to not think about a single thing that you need to get done the next day. The next day is going to come. It's going to be here as soon as you open your eyes again. That's one issue that I have. I procrastinate going to sleep. When I'm stressed out, I procrastinate going to sleep because it feels like I'm putting off the next day longer, but time still keeps going. If you look at my Instagram post from a few days ago, time's going to keep going no matter what you're doing. No matter if you're sleeping, no matter if you're awake. So get your sleep, because that is going to make you a lot less stressed. It's going to make you feel healthier. It's going to make you feel better. So figure out what it is to make you turn off at night. For me, it's going into my 5th tip, but I'll read a book, something unrelated to anything that I'm doing. I'll read a book, and then I'll also read my devotions, and that's my 5th tip. I have 2 different devotion books that I read. And one is called Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. And the other one is, what's it called? Oh, Confident Women's Devotional. And that's by Joyce Myers. I blanked on the name. I could picture it in my head. But those are my 2 devotion books that I'm currently reading. Actually, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab those and I'll show you guys. All right, so I grabbed my devotions. So this is the one, the Confident Women Devotional. It is by Joyce Myers. It's a really, really good one. I like it a lot. It has, I'll just give you an example. What's today's date? So it just has the title. I don't know if it's focusing. The title. It has Bible verse at the top, and then it has your devotion. At the end, it ends with a prayer. So that's a really, really good one. I like it because it ends with a prayer, and prayer is important. So that one. And then the second one, I actually started reading this one before I found that one. It is called Jesus Calling, and this one I absolutely love. Love this one. So if we open it up to today, and I actually haven't gotten to read them today. I like to do it before bed. So it has, some of them are longer than others, but it has the devotion on the top. And then the bigger ones, they have the Bible verses on the bottom. If you have a smaller one, if you get the smaller one, they just have the passage of like where you can find it in the Bible, so you have to have a separate Bible. But this one I like the bigger one because, I mean, it's not super big. I mean, for reference, this is my face. But I like that it has the full verse written out for you. So the next tip that I have is just scheduling in things that make you feel good. So for me, that's working out. That is taking baths. I like taking baths. I just went and got my nails done with my mom. She treated me a little bit, so that was nice of her. But that just made me feel really, really good. I had all my stuff done. And just sitting in the massage chair was just really nice. But if you can afford that, do that. If it's getting your hair done, your eyebrows, whatever, doing your makeup, like if you look good, feel good kind of thing, just anything that really just makes you feel good and relax and not really high strung. Working out though is a really, really, really good one, just because you have the endorphins flowing, and your brain actually, when you're working out, releases endorphins, and that they're like a feel good chemical in your brain, and it literally, you will actually feel better mentally when you work out. So that's another reason why I really, really like to work out, for the mental benefits as well as the physical, obviously. Number 7, it has, this one has something more to do with staying on track. So if I know that I have a really busy week coming up and that I'm going to be a little bit more stressed out, I will prep my meals. And not even like, I mean, if you want to, you can put them completely together. But I just make sure I have all my food cooked and ready for me to weigh and measure out. So I'll cook all my meat, so typically chicken and beef. And then I'll cook rice in my rice cooker, and then potatoes, just stuff like that. And to make sure I have things on hand and won't have to keep running to the grocery store because that takes up time. So just have stuff on hand, have stuff cooked and ready to go. Frozen vegetables are actually really, really good for when you know that you're going to have a really busy week. And it's easier to pop those in the microwave than, having to steam and cook, fresh vegetables, which obviously if you do have the time for that, that is going to be better. But those frozen vegetables will save you a lot, especially from reaching to something simple like ramen noodles or just cookies, snacks, stuff that is not going to make you feel good. When you're eating healthier, it's going to make you feel better. The better you eat, the better you feel. Makes sense, right? Number 8 is going on a walk. This could kind of go with exercise, but I mean, you don't even need to walk for like exercise purposes, but just like to clear your head, breathe in some fresh air, and just reset and, don't not think about all the things that you have to do, which I'm not promoting avoidance. I already had mentioned to write things down and prioritize. So this is just in any time that you can fit in. This goes with like the prioritizing. If you can write down everything in lists of like when you need to do it and when not, and if you schedule out your day, you can plan in these things like the walks or the bath or something like that, bedtime, just to make sure that you are giving yourself a little bit of care and you don't get too overwhelmed with everything you have to do. Number 9 is just surrounding yourself with people who are going to bring positivity to your life and will not bring you down, and people that help you stay on track instead of deter you from, you know, everything that you need to do, and try to but try to get you to do things like go out and drink or party when you know that you have a couple, your finals are coming up, and that wouldn't be the best or the smartest decision for your success in your future. And then my last tip, my number 10, is to pray. Guys, I cannot tell you, well, you know, even if you're not a believer, I mean, I guess meditate, talk to whoever you believe in your head, but I believe in God, so I pray, and I literally tell him that I know that he has a plan for me, and I know that all this stuff is going to happen, and things are going to go the way that they're supposed to, and that he has full control. And it's almost a reminder to myself, but I just tell him that I'm not worried about getting all this stuff done, because I know that he has me, and that I know that whatever is going to happen is going to happen, as long as I keep putting in the work and I keep doing everything that I need to do, and just relax and not overthink it or get stressed out, that it's going to work out the way it's supposed to. Alright, you guys, that's going to conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's kind of just me talking at you the whole time, so hopefully it wasn't too boring. I hope it could help you guys. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and push that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.